as a child, I've always been connected to nature, the outdoors. I always walked barefoot. I've always had crazy dreams. My parents said that I would have like night terrors as a child and just wake up screaming. And I think it's just because I have like a vivid imagination, and I'm always in that dream astral realm, even from a child, which everybody does go to the astral realm when they sleep, whether you know it or not, but that's basically what happens. People believe certain things, so you have your right to believe anything you want. But that's what I feel, is that when you're sleeping, your mind goes to the astral realm while your body stays here in the third dimension. So today, my main focus is, I had a question from a beautiful person wondering like how to astral project. What are some tips? So today is all about tips for astral projection. He says that he has sleep paralysis almost daily. And for those of you who don't know, sleep paralysis is when you're sleeping, your body is asleep and your mind is awake. So you are aware that your body is just laying there in bed, but you have no control over moving it. So your mind is trying to move your body, and it just can't because your body's asleep. And during sleep paralysis, let me just say that is the first step towards astral projection and astral travel. So sleep paralysis can be very scary. I'll tell you a quick story from when I first, or in the beginning stages of astral projection. During sleep paralysis, you will start to hear things and see things and feel things. So there has been times where I would be laying in bed, cannot move my body, and before I knew what was happening, I thought I was having some sort of like spiritual experience where I can feel like at one time I felt like this person was trying to pull me out of bed. Like I could feel their hands grabbing my feet, and I could feel this one time, this hand, I was sleeping this way and I felt like a hand rubbing my head, and it felt very soothing and kind of arousing. And when I went to turn to try to see, like, not my actual body, but like my mind's eye to see what was touching me, I couldn't. Like I could not, whatever was touching me would not allow me to look at it. There's been times where, and we'll go over this stuff in another video, like I have a whole book of all my experiences, and that is a good recommendation, is to help people astral travel or project and remember their dreams and lucid travel or lucid dream. You want to have a book, that way you're starting to, what's the right word, you're starting to like strengthen your mind to remember your dreams. Write them down, that way you get better at remembering them, basically. So you can just start by remembering or writing down little things you remember, like, oh, you were traveling somewhere, or so and so was in your dream. Just do little things like that. Anything that sticks out, like an animal or a date, a name, anything like that, write it down and see if that helps you remember them more, and if something in your dream happens in your waking life, like a couple days later or even a week or month later. So anyways, there was also, during sleep paralysis, I would see beings like standing at the bottom of my bed or off into the distance. So I couldn't move, I could just look around the room. And I would see dark figures, which I now call shadow people. And you can definitely look into shadow people. Basically, they're like a spirit entity. There are very scary ones out there, because the main thing, shadow people, most of them, they want to scare you because they feed off of your fear. So I learned very quickly that in order to get rid of shadow people and no longer see them or experience in them, you just have to not show fear. So I got to the point where if I saw a shadow person, I would... Oh, and another thing, in astral realm, you don't talk with your mouth. It's all mentally, so like telepathy, I can't say the word, but you're talking in your head to the other person, if that makes sense. You don't actually use your mouth to speak. So in my head, I would talk to this person or spirit shadow person and say, hi, like, what can I help you with? What do you need? And most of the time they'll leave because they're like, oh, this is boring. This person is not scared. They're trying to help me. Like, I don't need help. I just want to scare you most of the time. Sometimes I've had like shadow people. Like one time I had this young, I don't know, I would assume or felt that it was a younger soul or younger entity, child, like a shadow person that just stood there at the end of my, or next to my bed. And I was like, hi, how can I help? And it hung around for a while, and I was just sitting with it, you know, just sending it loving energy and not being afraid, just being there for it. Because I've had a sense that it needed something, so eventually it disappeared. So anyways, back to astral projection in the sleep paralysis. You'll experience a lot of crazy things, and my biggest tip for you is if you can't get out of sleep paralysis and you're going through a scary moment, all you need to do is stay calm and try not to be afraid. Because the moment that you are afraid, the worst things are going to happen. You're going to literally attract more entities that are going to try to feed off your fear. So in order to get out, okay. This is a big tip for that, being in sleep paralysis and being afraid. I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual, and I was looking into what gods or goddesses or higher up powerful spirits can help me in the time of fear, and I found out that Archangel Michael is really the best person. All you have to do is, if you're afraid, just think in your head, Archangel Michael, please be here now, please help me. And he literally will come in. You don't see him or anything, you just feel this energy come in, and white light just like spread in front of you, and that entity or whatever was scaring you instantly is gone. And that has worked for me 100% of the time. So that's a good tip if you're afraid during astral projection, the sleep paralysis stage. So next, to get out of sleep paralysis, I've read a lot of books, and I encourage you to do the same to see what helps you most. But for me, since this is my channel where I share my experiences and my journey in order to help everyone else along the same path, what helped me, that you'll read about, like the pool, pretend there's a rope in front of you hanging from the ceiling, and you reach out your spiritual, your astral arms out of your sleeping body. So you have to visualize your hand, like, and when I say visualize, you will feel your arm being pulled up. And at the first time you do it, it's extremely heavy and extremely hard. You'll feel the whole room is like, to me it felt like molasses, very hard to move. So just imagine your hands coming up and grabbing this rope, and you want to pull your body, literally with all your strength, pull your soul or astral body out of your physical body. And from there you'll just pop out and kind of be floating there for a second. But the way that I do it, that always works, and it's quite funny, but as soon as I'm in the as soon as I'm in the sleep paralysis stage, and I'm at the point now where I skip that feeling, like it might happen for a second and I'm gone, which I'll go into that. But the biggest tip, if you're in that stage, is to literally imagine yourself rolling out. So just imagine rolling off the bed. Just try to roll off onto the bed. If you're awake, your mind's awake, your body's asleep, just try to throw yourself on the floor. Literally throw your body. So the sense is you're rolling out of your physical body into the astral. And at first it's kind of hard, and sometimes, you'll roll out, and I've ended up on the floor before, and I had to at one point climb on the bed. And this brings you back to the molasses feeling. Quick tip or note, the astral realm is a very dense, low vibration realm. So if I'm right, I don't know, let me know. The astral realm is below the third dimension. For sure. Yes. But anyways, so it's crazy. So when you astral project, you start in this low dimension, low vibration. I forget what the realm is called. But it's full of shadow people, like the dark realm. And every time you astral project, for me anyways, I end up in this dark area. Like even, like I've done it during the day, and even if it's bright out and I astral project, I start at this lower level and it's completely pitch black. So anyways, when I would fall out onto the floor, I would have to pull my body out. And the best thing I can do for you for beginners is try to find your actual door in your house. Or if you're in a different realm or area when you astral project, just try to find that door. Any door that you see, you might have to literally crawl to the door and like pull your body. But I swear to you, as soon as you get out of that door, it's super light out there, like brightness and feeling wise, like you'll be floating, you'll be able to move around freely. But for me, as soon as I leave my body, the further away from your body, the easier it is to move and navigate. You hear that noise? That's like confirming, yes, that is true. So try to get away from your body is like the first step when you leave your body. I've gotten to the point now, and in my RV, my bed is right by a window, so I will literally roll out my bed and go through the window. Like I skip the door and I just go right out the window. And a tip for that is you can't think about it too much. You literally in your mind are thinking, I am going through the window. Like don't say, can I, or this is impossible, or something like that. You're just like, I'm out the window, or imagine yourself already outside the window is also a good tip. But there's been times, even till this day, like I can't get out the window for some reason, or the wall, or the roof. Like you can pass through walls, you just have to mentally believe it. So I still use the door sometimes, and recently, yeah, that's a different topic. So I think that covers like a lot. We're already at 13 minutes. But yeah, so tips for leaving your body. Okay, so another thing I just want to touch on real quick is they say to wake up like a couple hours before your alarm, go to the bathroom, drink some water or something, and lay back down, and go back to sleep. And that's when you'll astral project. This basically the reason for this is you want to wake up your mind, but still be groggy in your body. So this helps a lot if you had like, if you wake up and you do, I don't know, something like make breakfast, but you're still so tired, like you didn't sleep very good the night before. Just try to take like a morning nap. And what you want to do to get to the astral or sleep paralysis phase is you want to not move your body, and you want the intention as well. Like, I am going to astral project. You want to say this in your mind. You can make a little note before bed. We can get into rituals for like astral projection, and how to get your mind and body in that space. So yeah, just I'm having a brain fart. Coffee. Positive mind, positive vibes, positive life. Okay, so get your body really tired. Maybe you work out a lot, go to the gym, take a shower, take a bubble bath, get really relaxed, and then lay down. And keep your mind awake. So no matter what you do, don't move your body, even if you have an itch or a twitch or you're uncomfortable, just lay there. And meditation will really help. I need to start meditating more actually. But once you get your body asleep, try not to fall asleep. There's also some YouTube videos that you can listen to, like music to help you sleep or get to that state. And literally that puts me to sleep. It doesn't really help me keep my mind awake. It's like a lullaby. So whatever works for you. You got to test out some things, do your own research. But hopefully these tips helped. I'm kind of rusty. I haven't done a video in a while, so I feel like I'm all over the place. I don't have notes really. I just, go from my mind. So there'll be other videos, but mainly this was just to give some tips. I hope this helps the gentleman that was asking me some tips to leave the sleep paralysis. Okay, I gotta go. I hope at this point you decided to follow me. Like if you want to see more videos. I'm a little scatterbrained. If anybody's wondering, I'm a Gemini Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. June 5th, 1992. I think I was born at 11:34 a.m. So do what you want with that info. Okay, but I have more videos that I want to record, so hopefully you like these tips and tricks for astral projection and leaving the sleep paralysis realm. There'll be a lot more videos of, again, what has happened to me during the sleep paralysis, some spooky things, how I got out of it, a lot of my stories from my dream journal, which has like all my astral projection experiences. So yeah, see you next time, guys. Thanks for following Jules Light.